Now you're flat broke, rent is due, credit cards are maxed out. You stare at your bank app wondering, how did I get here? Pause, take a breath. You're not alone and there's a way out. In fact, some of the wealthiest people in the world started with less than what you have right now. Yes, even you with $7.48 and 2 pending charges. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you step by step how to build a budget that works, no matter how little you're working with. Stick with me till the end because this is about more than numbers. It's about taking back control of your life. Ready? Let's dive in. Here's the hard truth most people won't tell you. Being broke isn't just about money, it's about stress. It's about that sinking feeling when payday barely lasts 2 days. It's about avoiding calls from unknown numbers because you know who's calling. But guess what? The fact that you're here, watching this, means you're ready to change. And change starts with one thing: a plan. Because no one ever stumbled into financial freedom by accident. So let me ask you, when's the last time you actually told your money what to do? Or are you letting 12 lattes and Uber Eats rule your life? Don't answer that. We've all been there. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking, great, another boring budget lecture, stick with me. The first step is the simplest, yet most powerful thing you'll do today. Step 1, know your numbers. Step 1, open your bank app, grab a notebook, and write down 1. Your total income, every dollar coming in. 2. Your total expenses, every dollar going out. You might be thinking, do I really have to do this? Yes. And trust me, it's like pulling off a Band-Aid. Painful for a second, but the relief is worth it. Now, if the numbers make you cry, grab a tissue. If they make you laugh, well, it's nervous laughter, but I'll take it. But here's the thing. Knowledge is power. You can't fix what you don't see. And once you've got the full picture, we move on to step 2. Step 2, prioritize ruthlessly. Step 2, make a list of your needs and wants. Needs are things like rent, utilities, and groceries. Actual groceries, not delivery sushi. Wants? Streaming services, gym memberships, and those late-night online splurges. Here's the mindset shift. When you're broke, survival comes first. Everything else, it can wait. Think of it this way. You're the CEO of your life, and your job is to make cuts to save the company. Tough decisions now lead to bigger payoffs later. And speaking of payoffs, let's talk about where your dollars should go first, because this next step can make or break your budget. Step 3, the 50-30-20 rule with a twist. Step 3, you've heard of the 50-30-20 rule, right? 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings. Well, when you're broke, you're going to flip the script. Here's the new formula. 70% for needs, we're in survival mode. 20% for debt or emergency savings, because you need a safety net. 10% for wants. Yes, you get something fun. Why? Because even when money's tight, rewarding yourself, even a little, keeps you motivated. Skipping the coffee every day? That's deprivation. Budgeting for the coffee? That's freedom. Besides, who wants to live a life where you can't even buy a taco once in a while? Not me. Now, you might be thinking, that's all great, but what happens when life throws curveballs? Good question. Let's talk about that. Step 4, emergency fund. Even if it's just $5 a week, start setting it aside. Because life will happen. Flat tires, surprise medical bills, or the dreaded. This isn't optional. This is your safety net. Without it, one unexpected expense could wipe out all your progress. But what if I told you that staying broke forever is a choice? And the final step is the key to making sure you never end up here again. Step 5, automate your bills, savings, and even a tiny splurge fund. Why? Because when you're broke, discipline beats motivation. If your money goes where it needs to go before you even touch it, you're winning. Think of it as setting your future self up for success. Every little step adds up, and over time, this habit becomes the foundation of your financial freedom. Picture this. 6 months from now, you're no longer stressed about the next bill. A year from now, you're actually saving for things that matter. How good does that feel? You see, building a budget when you're broke isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about telling every dollar where to go so you're no longer wondering where it went. Now that you've got a budget in place, the next step is saving money without feeling deprived. And I've got just the video for that. Click here to watch how to save money without feeling deprived. This is your journey to financial freedom, and it starts right now. Don't wait. Take the first step today.